pray together so we can focus and understand the material well. Okay, pray begin. Pray finish. Okay, thank you. May today's lesson be meaningful and beneficial for us all. Okay. First, let me check your attendance first. Okay. When I call your name, please say present. And yes, when I call your name, please say present. Okay. Okay. Afifa Salah, Alvara, present. Alia Fitri, present. Muhammad Fahri, present. Iwan Banu, present. Great, thank you. It's good to see you all here. Before we start the lesson, I want to ask you a few questions. Okay? Have you ever noticed that your voice goes up or down when you speak English? Like, for example, you work here and you work here. Do they sound the same or different? Different. You work here. You work here. Oke. Apakah kamu bekerja di sini? Mungkin kalau dalam bahasa Indonesia dia bisa beda ya, karena ada apakahnya. Tapi kalau dalam bahasa Inggris, you work here. Kamu bekerja di sini. You work here. Apakah kamu bekerja di sini? Ya, jadi dalam bahasa Inggris itu hanya perbedaan intonasi, tapi kalimatnya sama ya, bisa berbeda makna atau arti. Jadi, so yes, even though the words are the same, the meaning can change because of intonation. Yes. So the topic today is the grammatical function of intonation. What is intonation? Intonation is the rise and flow of the voice when speaking. Intonation helps listeners understand meaning. It shows whether a sentence is a statement or questions. Intonation is important in spoken English. Ya, jadi intonasi itu adalah tinggi atau terendahnya suara ketika berbicara bahasa Inggris ya. Jadi intonasi itu apa? Membantu pendengarnya memahami arti atau makna dari kalimat itu sendiri ya. Jadi seperti itu. It shows whether a sentence is a statement or questions ya. Tadi contohnya you work here or you work here. Jadi dia itu antara statement atau pertanyaan. Intonation is important in spoken English. Intonasi itu sangat penting dalam bahasa Inggris karena beda intonasi itu bisa jadi beda makna ya. Sampai sini, do you have any questions?
No.
No, okay. Next ya. Why is intonation important? Intonation helps us avoid misunderstanding, communicate politely, sound natural when speaking English, deliver message clearly in office communication. Ya, kenapa sih intonasi itu penting dalam bahasa Inggris? Ya, di sini jadi dijelasin dia itu menghindari adanya misunderstanding atau kesalahpahaman. Communicate politely, jadi berkomunikasi dengan sopan. Sound natural when speaking English, terdengar natural ketika berbicara bahasa Inggris. Deliver message clearly in office communication. Mungkin di sini adalah lebih deliver message, menyampaikan pesan itu lebih jelas in office communication ya. Kembali ke jurusan kalian ataupun jenjang kalian SMK, MPLB ya. Jadi di sini kita fokuskan untuk office communication ya, komunikasi dalam perkantoran seperti itu. Nah, types of intonation. There are two main types of intonation, call intonation and rising intonation. Jadi ada berapa tipe intonation? Intonasi dua ya, ada apa? Calling intonation and rising intonation. Jadi ada rendah dan juga meninggi. Kayak tadi, do you work here sama you work here. Nah, calling intonation. Calling intonation is used for statement and questions. WH questions ya. Boleh ditulis dulu nih dari types of intonation-nya. Types of intonation-nya ada berapa? Dua ya. There are two main types of intonation. Nanti yang untuk definisinya kakak akan share PowerPoint-nya. Jadi sini udah ditekankan types of intonation ada dua ya. There are two main types of intonation. Calling intonation and rising intonation. There are calling intonation ya. Calling intonation is used for statement and WH questions. What, where, when, why, and who. Jadi ini adalah intonasi turun atau rendah ya. Contohnya apa nih? I work in the office. I work in the office. I work in the office. Tahu ya? Mas tahu kalau saya bekerja di kantor. I work in the office. Where do you work? Di mana kamu bekerja? Where do you work? Where do you work? Di mana kamu bekerja? Diingat ini, calling intonation ada statement sama WH question ya. Ingatin karena nanti di akhir mulai pertanyaan. Oke, lanjut dulu lagi ya, nanti PowerPoint-nya bakal share. The next, rising intonation. Rising intonation is used for yes or no questions and clarifying intonation. Ya. Jadi yes no question itu yang saya keluar dari bawah. Contohnya, do you work here? Do you work here? Kalau yang tadi kan, where do you work? Where do you work? Where do you work? Jadi kalau rising, do you work here? Do you work here? Kalau di sini yes no question itu adalah yang jawabannya yes atau no ya, yes or no. Do you work here? Yes. I am. Yes, I am. Terus juga yang clarifying information. You are the new staff. You are the new staff. Apakah kamu staff baru di sini? Gitu ya. Jadi rising intonation diingat-ingat ada yes or no questions sama clarifying information. Oke, until here sampai sini. Do you have any questions? No. Ada pertanyaan?
No.
Ya, welcome ya.
Yes.
Next, intonation change meaning. Intonation change meaning. Yang tadi kami bilang di awal ya, intonasi itu dia berpengaruh terhadap makna atau meaning atau maknanya. Look at these sentences. You work here, you work here. Jadi antara statement dan question itu same words, different meaning because of intonation. Same word, different meaning because of intonation. You work here and you work here. Next, intonation in office communication. Ini ada contoh-contoh intonasi di dalam komunikasi perkantoran. Can I help you? Please fill in this form. Are you the receptionist? Meeting start at 9. Jadi kita lihat. Can I help you? Yes, no question. Good. Please fill in this form. Please fill in this form. Now, apa itu? Kita masuk apa yuk? Statement. Are you the receptionist? Are you the receptionist? Yes, no question atau clarifying information tadi ya. The meeting start at 9. The meeting start at 9. Statement, good. Berarti tadi kalau intonasinya naik, apa bahasa Inggrisnya? Rising Indonesia. Kalau turun? Falling Indonesia. Good. Oke. Next, ada lagi. Nah, short quiz. Okay, before we continue, let's check your understanding with the quiz. Yeah. Present for you. Okay. Choose the correct answer. Number 1. Okay, for this sections, who can answer? Please raise your hand. Okay. Who can answer? Please raise your hand. Number 1. Maybe. Falling intonation is used for. Okay. Falling intonation is used for B statement. Is right or no? Okay, good. Give applause for her. I have some gift for you. Thank you. Welcome. Okay, next. Number 2. Rising intonation is used to. Yes or no question. Okay, now. Okay, good. Give applause for her. For you. Next. The last question. Okay? The last question. Sarah, maybe? Short question. Number 3. Intonation catches the B meaning. Okay? Good. Give applause. For you. You're welcome. Okay. Next. Summary. Today we learned what intonation is, types of intonation, grammatical functions of intonation, and how intonation affect meanings. Maybe until here, do you have any questions? No? Okay. It's time to practice. Now the exercise I will write down to the whiteboard. Okay? Okay. So today we have learned about intonation. That intonation has a grammatical function. It helps us understanding meaning in communication. Okay. When do we use falling intonation? Falling intonation. When? Yes, no questions and clarifying information. And when do we use falling intonation? Statement and WH questions. Okay, good. Yeah, that's all for today's lesson. Thank you for attention and participation. Do you have any question about intonation? No. Okay. If there are no questions, please remember to practice your intonation when speaking English. Thank you for today. Thank you for attention and participation. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.